we are here with Chris Marchand, Executive Vice President of Land Rover here in the United States. And we actually know in the United States now.
Yeah, we're in Canada.
We're in Canada.
Exactly.
Trying the new LR2, which is amazing. We already drove it off-road for more than a few miles. So let's go and drive a little bit more and talk about it. It's really amazing car. It's your entry-level model, but it does everything that a Land Rover do, right?
It does. You know, that's important for our customers, is that when you put the Land Rover name on the hood of the car, you know, the customers expect certain things. They expect it, frankly, to ride pretty well on road and also to be capable in an off-road.
What amazes me about, besides the driving capability, both on-road and off-road, it's the pricing, because this is not a very expensive vehicle. It's again your entry-level vehicle, but taking into consideration all that it does, it's really affordable. So that's why it's your one of your best sellers.
You know, it's a price that we think is competitive with other vehicles, obviously in the segment, starting at just over $37,000. But we feel, because of the Land Rover heritage that we have and the capability we build into the vehicles, that it's a really good combination, good package for a customer.
This is obviously made in England, and I understand you're going 24/7 there building cars.
This is in our Halewood factory, and we're running 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, and that's kind of says it's really indicative of what's going on with the Land Rover business. We make both this vehicle, they call it Freelander in other parts of the world, LR2, as well as the Range Rover Evoque, our main
Overall, Land Rover is doing really great over the past 5 years. I guess since the sale from Ford to the Tata Group in India, the growth has been incredible in these past few years.
It's been great. You know, we couldn't be more pleased. I mean, with the product resurgence that we've had, frankly, starting with the 2010 model year products, which are the current Range Rover Sport, LR4, and Range Rover, they really kind of set the stage for our growth. And then what we have last year with Range Rover Evoque coming into market, this year we have this vehicle LR2, and the vehicle we're really excited about, which is the Range Rover, which will go on sale this month.
Yeah, the completely new one, with less than 800 or
about 700, yeah, just under 800 pounds of weight has been taken out of that vehicle.
That's amazing. That talks about the engineering, that designing, and coming up together with a great package. And more things coming soon, right?
There are some things coming soon. Can't speak a lot about them, but you know, we're on a roll in the Land Rover business for sure, and you know, one of the things that our parent company has done is they're putting investments into the products, and we're quite excited about that.
For example, one of the things that I don't know if you can talk about it, but what about diesel engines? Because in other parts of the world, the diesel engines from Land Rover are fantastic, and we don't get them in the States yet. Yeah,
you know, I can't commit to anything on powertrain specifically. I can say that, you know, as we look forward in all of our planning, we have a mix of powertrains, because we know that, one, we have to do it to get to certain fuel economy standards. The other thing is we know consumers are going to demand different powertrains. We're very excited about the new ones we're bringing out, say, on this vehicle with the 2-liter gasoline turbo direct injection, which is the same one that we have in Range Rover Evoque.
Evoque, yeah, this is the same.
It's a great engine, better fuel economy and more power. So that's a good combination.
Now, I was saying, we drove both on-road and off-road, and the power is just more than enough for this kind of vehicle, because the vehicle is not that big, so it has a lot of power and just amazing things that it can do off-road.
Yeah, you know, you just don't think about it, and sometimes it almost looks too easy sometimes, and even as a driver, you don't realize what it's doing underneath the vehicle as you're driving it. And I know you probably noticed when you saw other vehicles do it. It's just really incredible, between the terrain response that we have, the hill descent control, and just the all-wheel drive system in this vehicle.
So as a part of the launch of every vehicle that Land Rover does, is there the Land Rover experience that consumers can do too, right?
There are Land Rover experiences. We have, there's 4 in North America, 1 here in Canada, which is the one we're at in Chateau Montebello, which is kind of on the Quebec-Ontario border, just west of Montreal. And then we have the Biltmore, which is in Asheville, North Carolina, so the one in the southeast. We have one at the Equinox, which is in Vermont. And then we have one out west, which is in Carmel Valley at Quail Lodge, out on the west coast.
And the U.S. is the biggest market for some of your models, but overall, where does your vehicle sell more? In California, New York?
You know, our 3 biggest markets in the U.S. are in New York, the New York area, Southern California, and South Florida. So they're they're really the heartland of our business and the largest luxury markets. You know, up until about the time of the recession, Southern California was the largest market, but New York has been a bit more stable. But they're all very important markets, and if we look at the business globally, those are still very, they rank with the other large markets in the world.
Yeah, other markets in the world are doing really fantastic, like China, Russia, South America. I was very surprised to see like 44% growth year to year.
You know, this brand really has an appeal in those markets, and if you look at what's going on down in Brazil, it's just spectacular. The resurgence, if you will, or the economic growth is something. The home of our parent company in India is having huge growth, as well as Russia and China. But the U.S., which is a very mature market, is still seeing growth. I mean, we're planning 20% this year, and that's a very good business for us.
Well, and I'm sure with this product and the Evoque, which is gonna, continue having great success, I'm sure you're gonna keep doing really well. So thank you very much for the opportunity of being here at the launch of the new Rover LR2 here in Montreal, Canada, outside Montreal, Canada, and we're gonna keep driving and enjoying it.
We're gonna have a great time.
We're gonna get it dirty a little bit.
That's what they're made for.
Okay, thank you.